Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're diving into DeepCoder, a full open source 14 coding model developed by Agentic and Together AI. Let's get into it. DeepCoder-14B preview is a coding reasoning model fine-tuned from DeepSeek R1 Tailwind 14B using distributed reinforcement learning. It achieves 60.6 pass at 1 accuracy on live code bench, matching the performance of O3-mini low and O1 with just 14 billion parameters. So the team has open sourced the datasets, code, training logs, and system optimizations to support further progress in scaling and accelerating intelligence with reinforcement learning. This is the homepage of DeepCoder-14B preview on Hugging Face. To use the model, you can choose from VLLM, Hugging Face text generation inference, SGLang, TensorRT-LLM, or use it directly with transformers. However, I run into out of memory issues with my 48GB RTX A6000 GPU, so I decided to use quantized version instead. This is the quantized model page that I will be using in this video. You can use this model either through a Python library or with local tools like Ollama. In my case, I only have access to Ubuntu servers, so my option is to run it through the Python library. This is how you call it from Llama CPP Python. And maybe later I'll build a simple front-end chat window. So you can also choose a different quantized version, depends on your GPU memory. For this test, I will be using Q6K model, which only use around 12 GB of memory. I built an app using Llama app Python and Streamlit, so I can have a chat window to interact with DeepCoder. Here's my implementation of the chat app. I also wrote a README file to document how to install necessary packages and run the Streamlit app. So this is the final version. In this window, I can chat with DeepCoder. I just enter a request and DeepCoder starts syncing and coding. It's really fun to play with. In the first test, I asked DeepCoder to build a BMI calculator using Next.js. While it successfully generated the UI, it consistently returned a BMI of 0. So after 3 rounds of debugging, the issue remained unsolved, so I decided to move on. So the first test was unsuccessful. Instead, when I used GPT O3-mini, everything worked correctly on the first try. So below all the conversations and the codes. So this front page shows the front end and the BMI calculations. In the second test, I asked DeepCoder to make my UI look modern and pretty. It responds fast with new codes, but somehow the results actually makes the UI worse. Instead, O3-mini did an impressive job enhancing the UI of my BMI calculator. It made the design look cleaner, more modern, and overall much more user-friendly. In the third test, I asked DeepCoder to convert my CSS to Tailwind. It mostly did a good job, except for make the input card a little bit wider, but that was not a big issue. In comparison, O3-mini did a better job. It not only converted the codes, but also preserved the original layout and design. In my first test, I asked DeepCoder to add some health tips to my BMI calculator, but it ends up seems breaking everything. Now let's take a look at O3-mini. It successfully added health tips to each BMI category, which is pretty impressive. I'm going to stop here since the model's performance didn't quite meet my expectations. Maybe it's because I'm using a quantized version. I'm open to discussion. So if you tested other versions or the full model, feel free to share your experience in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for the future updates. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in next video.